Okay, hello guys. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I checked the mic and it said that everybody can hear me, so we shall see. So today I'm going to be talking about what's next, and I'll explain that a little bit as we get some people in the room here. I'm not seeing anybody. Maybe I'm messed up somewhere, but it says I'm live. I've got one person. Maybe that's me. So hopefully I'll get some folks in here. We shall see. What's up, guys? Good morning or good evening in the USA. Hey, Roy. Good morning. How you doing? Roy here is saying, married to a Filipina. Don't forget to check out their channel. Let's see what else we got here. My Mexican dream. Hello to you. How are you? Got old dog Paul here and in the room checking things out. So I'm going to be talking this morning a little bit about love you too, brother. That's my friend Roy. And hey, what's up, Mike? What are you up to this morning? Got Paul talking to May and Paul. Roy talking to May and Paul. I'm gonna get started here in a minute. Hopefully I'll get some more folks here in the room. Good morning to everyone from Paul, the old dog, new tricks and old tricks. Paul's a good friend of mine. Roy's a good friend of mine. Mike Tin's on there. He's a good friend. My Mexican dream. I guess they maybe have a channel or something. I don't know. Maybe he's going to move to Mexico. So I've got 11 people in the house here, so I'll get started a little bit. I'll repeat myself, I guess, a few times during the whole ordeal here. I'm going to be talking about my health and what my cardiologist has my latest update. Good morning. Been praying for you and your family. Thank you, Bented YouTube. Thank you very much. Roy here talking about his beautiful Wisconsin. Yeah, he's been showing me video of outside of his house. It looks pretty nice out there. Thank you, Roy. I need all the prayer I can give. So anyway, I'll repeat, like I said, I'll probably repeat this a few times, but I went to see my cardiologist, and he said that since my last ordeal, my last heart attack, where I was in the hospital, he said I've got congestive heart failure. So my left foot is swelling up. From what I gather, what he's told me is I get a lot of fluid in my heart now because it's not pumping enough. When I originally when I had my stroke and heart attack before, my heart was at like 48%. And he said now it's running. He ran two different tests. He said now it's running from like 29 to 34. That's what it was. So just depending, on the day, I guess. I guess someday it does. So anyway, so he's telling me that I need to go in and have a procedure done where they check and see if I need stents, bypass, or a open heart surgery. So he's saying that I should get I can get the stents done here in Dumagetti at the hospital, and then if I need a bypass, it'll probably St. Luke's over in Manila. So we shall see. So he let me know that's going to cost me about 500,000 pesos. See what we got here. Anne Marie McGuire. Hi, Anne. Love listening to you. I live in Hamilton, Ohio. Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Wow. I've been watching a TV show, Heartland. They came out with a new season, so I just finished watching that. And that's up there in Canada. It's a nice, wholesome show about horses and all that. Joe Spiceland, how are you doing, brother? We got Renee Miranda. Good morning, Monty. Thank you, Renee. How are you doing? Monty, your opinion, what makes marriage to a Filipino successful other than a constant, you're right, dear. Well, I think you need to stand your ground. It doesn't matter if you're from the America, Philippines, or whatever. That kind of cost me a little bit after I had the stroke that, I was the dominant, I would say, person in the relationship. That kind of changed once she became aware that I had this and she could be a little bit better in control. And so now I'm having to fight my way out of that. Not fight, but, stand my ground and be a little tougher, which is not always easy. And we're raising a daughter together, so our own daughter. So that makes things different, I'm not sure. I'm not getting a lot of folks in here. I guess it's maybe the Filipino P just came out with a video or something. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate you watching my live here this morning. I was going to start it at 7 o'clock, but I ran into my buddy from Big Billy's, Chris, the owner, and we were chatting down the street, so I got up here a little late. I woke up at 5:15 a.m. to try to get all this going, but hey, it is what it is. So how's everybody doing this morning? Drop me a line, let me know what's going on. Good morning, Laura. How are you? Or good evening to you. I'm sorry. I'm doing okay, but it's Monty, M-O-N-T-Y. But everybody gets that messed up. I guess the majority of people are named M-O-N-T-E. I shared your live on Facebook. Maybe more will come. Hopefully. We're up to 20 now, getting big numbers here. Now, last time I had I think the average was about 68 all through the whole thing. So we shall see. That's okay, Laura. Almost everybody does it, especially when you're talking to your phone or your computer and you just say the name and it prints out for you. Then it usually comes up with M-O-N-T-E. So I guess that's the way it's originally spelled, but mine's M-O-N-T-Y. I guess my parents had to be a little different. My middle name's Leroy, so Monty Leroy Cruz. I noticed back in America, I was one of the few kids or few people that I've ever met that have my name. I've only met 2 white ones, and most of them were all African Americans, and most of the Leroys were African Americans. Restart to install the latest Windows update. No, thank you. I did not get any notice for the live stream. Maybe I don't know. I put it on Facebook, and I didn't put it for. I put it about 7 o'clock, so there was only 15 minutes for it to actually show anything. So probably not. Probably didn't show a lot of people. We were up to 20, now we're down to 17. So anybody got any questions or any good information that they want to share? I don't know what to tell you there, Mike, on your successful relationship. I've had a successful relationship. July 4th, will be our 6th anniversary. We got married when I was 56, and I'm 62 now. So it's been a ride. The COVID sticking me in America for 2.5 years didn't help my relationship much. But things happen, can't always, everything can't be perfect. But I didn't get to meet my daughter till she was 2.5 years old, and I didn't get to see my wife for 2.5 years. I was actually, it was almost 3 years from my wife because I left when she was 5 months pregnant. And then Faith was 2.5 years old when I got here. So it was a little different. So what's going on with you, Joe? You mowing grass today, or you got a day off? He's got a big property and he's got to keep it cut. So that usually takes up his summer. He left the Philippines, went back home. He could do his grass mowing. That's weird. Check your subscription. For some reason, YouTube unsubscribed me to some channels. I just had to resubscribe to your channel, Monty. Wow, that's crazy. That's a little different. I've had that happen to me before, too. Even with Paul, I went to look for Paul one day and he was gone. I wasn't subscribed to his channel anymore. David in Canada, married to a Filipina. Do you find doctors and health experts in the Philippines see you as a cash cow when you are ill? Only if you let it, David. They will keep you in the hospital. They'll tell you, oh, let's hold on for a few more days or whatever, keep you in here. We'll get back. Don't do that. If it's not something serious and, you can go home. Don't go home. I told my doctor, I'm ready to go home. I'm sorry. I've been here for 4 days. Well, you're on the oxygen. I'd rather you stay on the oxygen. Well, I got oxygen at home. So I'll survive till I get to the house. Let's see what we got here. We got Ann McGuire here. How hot is it today in Fahrenheit? I'll look it up real quick for you. I actually have that app in my phone. It's 72 degrees right here in Negros right now. Really, really cool morning. I enjoyed it. I went out for a little ride before I came here. Laura, did you live in Arizona? Only for about 2 months, but I lived in Florida for like 43 years. But what was cool about Arizona, I thought, was I'd be down in Phoenix or whatever, and I'd head up to Flagstaff, and be hotter than Hades down there, then go up to Flagstaff and there's snow on the ground. It's pretty cool. Hotter than what here. Yeah, I've heard that. In some areas in Florida, I've heard it's horrible right now. No, David, we spent a week in Cebu going to doctors. They weren't great. I like my cardiologist here. I am thinking of how people adjust to climate. Well, it's very hot here. It's a lot of humidity, and it's usually about 80, I'd say somewhere around 86 to 92 most days. So what average, I think. Pat, it's going to be 115 here tomorrow in Phoenix. Good Lord. Yeah, I don't think I can handle that all the time. But I grew up in Texas, and that heat out there, is a lot drier. You don't get the humidity quite as bad. Hi, Monty. How you doing? I'm okay, Jude. Just trying to figure out going in the hospital and having this little ordeal done. Might get stents. I might have to have bypass or open heart surgery. So what he told me was 500,000 pesos if they go in and they put in stents. If it looks like I need a bypass instead of the stents, the stents are not going to work. Then he said he will. I won't have to spend that whole 500,000 pesos. I only have to spend 60,000 pesos for the procedure. But he said you need to have that money there, which is like $8,500. Said you need to have that money there because the stents, that's what costs money. So if you do need the stents and they need to pop them in there, you need to have that money sitting there and ready to go so your wife can go down and pay. I guess while they're doing the procedure, goes from 60,000 to God knows what. Okay, I knew it was a state with harsh weather. Yeah, it was. Florida's very hot. Texas was hot. I remember 115 degrees in the shade in Texas when I was growing up. Let's see what we got here. Greg, Express Travels. Hello from North Carolina. I like North Carolina. Always have. My father grew up in Cherokee, North Carolina, and I think it's beautiful up there, Maggie Valley and all that. Get very, very cold in the wintertime, though. I don't know if I can handle all that. But nice to see you guys here. We got 25 in the house. It's a little low. I was watching Mike yesterday. He had a live. And he was like at 100, 111, 115 around there. So hopefully some more folks will show up. We're at 25. That's pretty cool. Anybody got any questions or anything to add or got anything about health issues? I want to tell everyone too that I've heard everything. You should go back to the USA and have this done. And you should do everything in the USA. Well, I'd have to play for a ticket. I would have to a round trip ticket, of course. I would have to get a place to stay, which I have. I have someone I can stay with. But I don't have any way to pay for it because I'm not 65 yet, so I can't get Medicare. And even if I went back and tried to get Medicaid, I don't think they cover the surgery because one point, back in 2007, I think, when the economy went to crap, I lost it. I lost houses. I lost all my investments, all my money just went to the toilet during that time. So, and I ended up had to have my gallbladder taken out. So I went to the emergency room. They put me in the hospital. They put me on emergency Medicare, and then they said, "Well, you'll have to pay cash for the surgery, or they won't do it." And so I talked to quite a few surgeons and finally found a surgeon that would do the surgery, and I paid him up front. Scott Mason, hope everything goes great, Monty. Alabama is also hot. I'm sure it is, man. Alabama, I got a buddy in Louisiana. He says it's hotter in 80s down there, too. Well, thank you, Lori. I really appreciate that. Every little dime is going to help here with this. So I really appreciate anybody doing any of that great stuff for me. I really appreciate it. Is Paul's new house near you? Yeah, I can get there in about 15, 20 minutes, I guess. Put it towards your health. I will. That's exactly where it's going. I got Joe Spiceland in the house there. He did the same thing. He sent me 50 and I put it back towards that. So plan on e-begging for the money. Everyone has to pay your bills because you're irresponsible. I didn't ask nobody to give me anything. Sick grandpa. So let me see here. I'm going to put you in timeout there, sick grandpa. I don't have to listen to your garbage this morning. Yes, Paul's house is near me. Put it towards your house. What do we got here? If it got that bad, you know you have a place to stay with us. I know that, Roy. It's like Grandpa, that is unkind comment. Unkindness is a sickness. Yeah, he's commented before on our videos and likes to jump in here and be nasty. Yeah, he would. He would still say that. He's one of those people, brother. That's just the way he is. Need to get that stent done ASAP. Yeah, I know because um, my left foot swells up like a balloon every day because of that stuff in there. And he said, I need to get stents in there, get the pressure going better. So, um, my heart, it'll help my heart pump the blood through me easier. And I'm on blood thinners already. So I think, we'll see. You're welcome, Monty, with a, okay, Monty with a Y. Thank you. Appreciate that. Got another one that came up. It said sick grandpa made a comment, but their comments are removed. That's right. You're in timeout. Think grandpa needs to go. Yeah, I got rid of him. Don't mind Grandpa Monty. I don't pay no attention to that garbage. I just logged on to the chat room. What is your health challenge with your heart? Well, I went to the cardiologist, and I'm sorry for everybody if I have to repeat this. But, I went to the cardiologist. He said that he wants to go in and do the procedure. He gave me the paper to go to the hospital and get the procedure done. And he'll go in through my wrist or go in through my groin, depend, and go up in there and see exactly what needs to be done. If it's stents, he will put them in. And then if it's, whatever, then I'll have to get a bypass or open heart surgery. So that's where I'm at. I was at like 68%, no, 48%, which he said that he doesn't like it for people to be under 55%. And I was at 48% then. Now, he did two different tests, one when I was in the hospital, one when I was in his office. And so one was 29% when I was in the hospital after I had the heart attack. And I guess it's running around 34 right now. But he said, you need to get something done because if not, he said, I was telling him about another friend of ours. I'm sure some of you guys know him, Jules. And he was talking about 6 months. And I was telling my doctor that, and he said, he said, 50% of people die within the first year after having congestive heart failure. He said, but I won't give you 6 months because you're in a mess right now. You need to do something. So that ruined me. I didn't make videos for a while, and just really got me down. Scott Mason, thanks for money. I was wishing I was a monitor so I could get rid of sick grandpa. Yeah, I got rid of him. I got rid of him. Watch your sodium intake. I do, Laura. I don't use any salt in anything. And that was a big thing. I knew that from my dad. My dad died at 93 from heart trouble all his life. Ended up dying from something else. Jimmy B, good morning, Monty. I didn't receive a notification you were going live. I only put it on about 15 minutes before I went live. I was going to do it last night, but I was just so tired and trying to spend a little bit of time with Aragon Face. I was over here at the apartment for 3 days. Wasn't feeling real good. Never skip those garlic additions to your recipe. Monty, greetings to you and your family from Ted Robinson. Okay, thank you. Take care always, bro. Hey, Stuart, how you doing? How's Jules doing? Not well. I seen a photo of him the other day, and pretty sad, Joe. Very sad. BH in the Bayou City. We acted like moderators to get rid of sick grandpa. Yeah, I got rid of him. He's still in there. I need to do something with him again. I'm just going to ban user and delete his comments. How's that? Sorry, sick grandpa. Yeah, you get those folks, eh? Try to jump in there and act like her. Whatever. But thanks, guys. We got rid of sick grandpa. Now we probably be another one before it's all over with. But I'm not on here e-begging you guys. I'm not asking for anybody to send any money or anything. We'll do it eventually. I got Faith. She signed up for Social Security, so that's $744 a month since last November. So when she finally gets her Social Security card, then all that'll come in. And I'll use it for this because I got to get something going then. Roger Walker, how you doing there, brother? See you there. Good morning to you. Good evening to you. Sorry. Yeah, there. Where are you at in Alabama? I don't. Was it Alabama or Louisiana? I forgot. One great thing about having a stroke, you don't remember nothing. Goodbye, sick grandpa. We are going to miss you. Not. Yeah, I got rid of him. I put him in timeout and then made another nasty comment, so I just took him out. Oh, you're in Alabama. Somebody else just said it's very hot over there, Roger. You over there? You doing okay over there? Or having trouble? I know you sometimes work outside. Like to take long walks out through the forest and everything. But no, so Annie told me if I had to have open heart surgery, that kind of shocked me. He told me, he said, you have to have open heart surgery if you're going to be able to take care of that yourself, which I probably wouldn't be able to, but he said I would go to Thailand for open heart surgery. The stents they can do by going through your veins, and they can do the bypass with a camera and tool they put in there. And so I guess if that's going on, then I might be able to get that done. It won't be too expensive at St. Luke's, yeah. Let's see, Roger here. Still working and walking. That's good. Bet you're doing a little bit of sweating too. You're working out there. Hey, brother, how's the floor? Well, it's fixed. I was going to make a video yesterday, and it wasn't for me. I've been making videos for my kids in case something does happen to me. I've been making video a lot. Probably, I think like 5 I did for Faith because she's young. The other 3 I made one video, about 45 minutes to an hour each. But I was working on that. Old Danny and his band fired up. I had to stop, man. You guys are loud. Hey, it's all good. At least it's decent music. Danny lives in the same apartments where I have the YouTube studio that me and Paul share. And we got a guy downstairs. He likes to take his cane and bang on the side of his bed when he's not getting attention or whatever he needs. Then if that doesn't work, he starts screaming. So we got a guy downstairs who's been living with that for a year and a half. And sometimes he does it when I'm trying to make a video. But they were supposed to move out this month at the end of the month, but I guess the landlord just gave him another month extension. But I feel bad for the guy downstairs with his wife and kids. Having that right next to your bedroom and somebody banging and screaming all night, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes, it's got to be pretty tough. But I know the guy's stuck in the bed. He had a stroke like I did, but his was a lot worse than me. He can't even get out of the bed. That would be horrible to be stuck in a bed and you can't get out, can't get up, can't move around, and you have to have somebody take care of you. I enjoy coming over here because I can reach the sink, I can reach my little cooker. I got a little 1 burner thing to cook with. I can cook my eggs and make my toast here in the mornings or whatever I'm making. I can cook it here and just makes life a lot simpler. At home, I have to leave the house, go down the step, go across the porch, go up the other step, go inside. They've got electric cords running back and forth all over because he hasn't ran all the electricity yet. So they're all short and they can get through there, but I hit every one of them. So I got to duck and shuck and move around them. And go in that kitchen. Nothing's organized. Just, I don't know. They do things a little different. How's everything over there, Danny? You doing good? Oh, Danny, he plays music, and he's usually in the evenings. He's out and about playing some band or somebody around here hooks up with them, and they go to different restaurants and stuff and play music, and in the evenings. But went to one place with him because he was going to be playing there. I won't mention the place because I don't want to start anything. We went there and we ordered food and it took right at 2 hours for us to get our food because it was so crazy busy. And that's my fault, we should have ate before we got there, and I didn't think, they'd be that crazy busy. But hey, it is what it is. We got 35 people in the house. I can't do the thing Janet does. Mike and Janet, she whoop whoop. It's funny. Teabagging. Hello from Iowa. Hey, how's things going up in Iowa? I had a really good friend from Iowa that moved to Florida. That was a mess. We played last night at Kangaroos. Oh, okay. Got Roy saying hi to Danny. What's up, Monty? Rick from Annapolis. I'm trying to think of where Annapolis is. My brain went dead. What state's Annapolis in? Indiana? No, that's Indianapolis. I don't know. My brain doesn't always work well. I can't remember. What's up, dude? Danny actually has on his van a little thing on the back window, dude on board. Danny talking to Roy, what's up? Annapolis, Maryland, that's right. My dad lived in Elkton, Maryland. Oh, you're the guy that, oh God. Yeah, we had lunch together at Kangaroos. It was good. I'd never eaten there before except for that one time where we waited 2 hours. Going for coffee at the Octagon. Yeah, I can handle Octagon's coffee, I guess, and their breakfast. Their dinner sometimes gets out there, but it's a nice little place. A lot of drinkers go in there. I guess that makes sense because it's a bar and restaurant. But yeah, it gets. They got good music, live music down there on Sunday nights sometimes. Like if I'm here at the apartment, I can actually hear it from here. I don't have to leave. It's right down the street. Big time adventures. Yeti strong. Yeah, I love my Yeti cup. I got two of them. I got to keep one at the house and one here at the apartment. I had a guy bring me 3 cup tops because mine are getting bad. But I wanted the ones with the magnet thing on it. The ones he got has this little plastic slide thing. After about an hour or two, it just doesn't work well. Doesn't want to slide. Mornings are quiet at the Octagon. Okay. I heard if you drink Red Horse, you can't get a stroke. Only drink for health reasons. Yeah, yeah, and that old Roy, he drinks that Red Horse, and it makes him want to sing karaoke because he thinks he sounds better. Huh. We got some karaoke singers in my neighborhood, boy. Woo. They can't carry a tune to save their life. It's pretty bad. Is rainy season there? Did they get cooler? Um, we haven't got a whole lot of rain. We had one night where it rained really good. Otherwise, we've had a few sprinkles and stuff. Yeah, it did cool down to 72 degrees this morning. It was the last time I checked. So it's a lot cooler than it was this summer. But then we'll have a day where it's 92 again. So you never know. 6 bottles of Robert Plant. 6 bottles and I'm Robert Plant. Yes. Oh yeah. I don't want to hear you sing Stairway to Heaven unless I'm drunk on Red Horse. And I don't drink. So that'd be tough. Yeah. Roy's lucky though because his wife's got a few people in their family that are good singers. And I don't have that in my family. We got one girl, Donna Lennon. She's okay. She's just very loud. She can carry a tune. She's a decent singer. Screams like she's in concert. And she's got 200,000 people in the audience. So she gets a little loud. Missing Mexicali and Valencia. Yeah, they're good. I like that. What's that other place up there? Uh, Something burrito. Yeah, that's pretty. I know that's pretty good too. I had a burrito in there. That was really good. The only thing is, like another guy mentioned the other night at Mike's birthday party, we were talking about that burrito place, and he said that none of they just make tortillas here, and nobody has the corn tortillas like they have in Mexico. So he's right there because I grew up in Texas. One of my dad's employees, his wife was a cook, and she made Mexican food. And my dad would order that Mexican food. He would call from work about 3 o'clock, and he'd stop by our house on the way home and pick up Mexican food from her. Boy, those tortillas and tamales, whew, they'd fire you up. They were really, really delicious. Really good food. So what's up, guys? Anybody else having anything exciting going on in their life? Airgal and Faith are home asleep. I went to sleep about 10:30. Got up at 5:30. base is knocked out. Of course, there I go. She'll stay up playing her phone till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, just looking for something dirt cheap she can buy for face and clothing and whatever. They're getting ready to go up to. They're riding a hot bus, the one without air conditioning, going up a few hours away with her friend she grew up with, Bayou guy that she grew up with, and they're going up there for his sister or somebody's sister's having a wedding up there. So they're all going up there for that, stay in the hostel for 300 pesos a day, so $6 a day, and the bus pretty cheap. Hello from Canada, Sordell Kindredi. Sorry, not so good at names. But hello from Canada. Yeah, I like Canada. I like it in the summertime. I don't like it in the wintertime. Joe Spiceland, how's the e-bike doing? It's doing okay. I was charging it the other night, and of course we didn't have rain for several months. So I decided, well, I'll just charge it outside because I don't have any place inside over at the house. That's why I'm looking forward to getting downstairs here, because then I can just drive in the porch and there's an outlet right out there on the porch and I can plug it in and charge it. But anyway, it rained and I had to run out there at 3 o'clock in the morning and pouring rain and get that charger off there for it. I had to let it lay around and dry up before I could use it again. But the bike's charged up. I'm good. I used to drink Red Horse in the Philippines, but never been in a bar or club in the Philippines. Well, I go to bars all the time, but not all the time, but when I go out to eat, I got a subscriber coming today. He's going to meet me down at Big Billy's at 3 o'clock, and I'm going to bring Faith and there again. He's going to buy dinner, and I'm not going to toss that over the side. Just like this big time adventure guy, he bought me lunch there at Kangaroos there in Bacong. Thanks for the tour, Bacong, man, and helped me when I was there. Rick, yeah, I went up there and picked him up from his hotel, and then we ended up going to Justin's. And Joel's son, Elvis, was his instructor, and he didn't show up that day. So, with all this stuff going on with his dad, I kind of understand him. But now he's out. Out and about. Let's see what we got here. John Toscano. Hello, John Toscano. Give me a friend request. I thought we were friends, John, on Facebook. I'll try to remember your name and look you up there. You can send me one. Josie, you should try the X39 stem cell patch. Lots of testimonials on YouTube. They can help the heart. Might be worth a try. I never turn anything down. I'll go check it out. I'll get offline here. Trying to get Elvis to go in the U.S. Navy as a diver. He seems interesting. That'd be a good thing for him. Yeah. My Uncle Carl, he used to, if they had a wreck and somebody ran into the lake there in Springfield, Ohio, where we're from, or they found a dead body in there, whatever. He was one of the divers that would go in and retrieve whatever it was, get it out of there. Rich, hi, Monty, I didn't realize you were going live tonight. Looking good. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't realize it either until last night. I think I'll get up in the morning and go live. I've been real depressed since I got all this information from the cardiologist. Somebody tells you, well, you got 6 months to live and you don't go do this. I'm just, wow, really? 6 months or less, that's what he said. So, yeah, it shook me up a little bit. I want to be around to see Faith grow up at least a few more years. Send me a friend request. I'm just kind of thinking, okay. I will do that when I get offline, John. So Dale Kinder, I had cancer surgery. I've been trying different herbal teas. I see the benefits of these traditional medicines. I'll send you those recipes, which help me. You may try. Okay. If we can get them here in the Philippines, a lot of that stuff you can't get here. No, but actually, I think he's going up there either later today or tomorrow, and he's going to stop by and pick me up. I'm going to go with him, and we're going to see that property, and he's got another one he wants to look at. Somebody else's house is being built. I have a new Facebook, John Toscano. Oh, okay, John. I wondered. I haven't seen you lately. John's a big walker. He takes his dogs out, goes walking around the neighborhood in the evening, which is my morning. So a lot of times we get on chat while he's out walking. Scott Mason, I was a muscle diver for 3 years in the Tennessee River in Alabama until it played out. Oh, okay. Out there diving for mussels. I've never eaten a mussel. I just doesn't look appetizing to me. It's like eating beluga here. Even crawdads and some of that stuff in Louisiana, I can't do that either. When I was a young kid, about 16, I took off for the summer and went down to Louisiana. I knew how to hang siding, so I went down and found some guys that were doing it. Went to work for them for the summer. And I lived in Hammond, and we did some work there. Hammond and Ponchatoula and Slidell. We did work on all three of those areas. It kept me pretty busy. Those houses down there, I did some of them though. You start out and you got a straight line, and you start out and then go like this, and then you're stuck, and so you got to make all those adjustments, crazy cuts and everything to get them in there. The Chinese bought them to make cultured pearls. No, cool. As long as you was able to sell them, why not? Sorry to hear you had to have cancer surgery there, but hopefully that is all cured now and doesn't come back on you. That's one of my things my daughter said, smoking cigarettes for many years. She said that I was expecting you to die of cancer way before any heart problem. I was like, yeah, well, that's what the doctor said, so we shall see. But I've had my lungs x-rayed, whatever, and checked, and I don't have any cancer in there. And pretty good there, but you never know. One day it'll pop up and take you out within a few months. I seen a guy that I worked with. Well, I worked in the same area he did, and he was a maintenance supervisor of a property, and I loved that property. They were always full, didn't need any help, and I wanted to go to work there. But anyway, he got cancer, and 3 months later, he died. This is a big, strong dude with huge muscles, chest, six pack, the whole 9 yards. And that 3 months, he went from being a big man to a little tiny, skinny thing and passed away. When you see somebody go down like that, it's really, really sad. It's like watching Jules right now. This is a guy with tons of energy, always out running around, always into doing something, just staying busy and building places and whatever. And then he had one issue come up where he couldn't move from the neck down, paralyzed. Paul and them took him to ACE, and eventually they found a lady that knew what was going on. She got him fixed there, and then turn around, all this happened. Boom. It's like, man, you just can't. Well, I guess when it's your time to go, they're going to take you out. The only thing I want to do for this is try to keep things going with, so Faith gets old enough to where she knows who I am. If I was to pass away now at, 4.5 years old, she probably wouldn't remember anything except for pictures that she's shown. I also used to smoke a lot. That's how I ended up with bladder cancer. After the operation 3.5 years ago, it looks like everything is good, but dizziness, pain comes and goes always. Yeah, I don't really like these stairs anymore, walking up the second floor. That's why I was hoping to get downstairs. I walk from the bottom, by the time I get to the top stairs, I'm dizzy. Because my heart's not beating that good. I'm losing my breath. And by the time I get to the top of the stairs, I'm just wiped out. I have to go in and immediately sit down. Thank God I'm in the second apartment over from the stairs. So I just got to make it past one apartment. I'm in the door. Yeah, it doesn't bother me going down them, but climbing them. I climbed them this morning before I started the live. I had to come in here and sit for about 10 minutes before I get it together. Then I did this quick. I did a thumbnail. I put it on, and I didn't put any notice. I put it on Crew Family Philippines. Put it on my Facebook. I put it on Ariel's Facebook, her old Facebook. So hopefully some folks come in from there. You guys got any questions or any suggestions or anything you want to chat about? I already told you guys I'm going to lunch with a guy. Then what else is going on? I'm going up to see Paul's property soon, either today or tomorrow. I forgot. And hopefully he'll call me and we can go there and do that. Be fun. Get out of riding in Paul's car. And I've never ridden with him, so that'll be interesting. He's usually on the bike and I'm driving my vehicle. I'll follow him or something. We'll see. I've been in Frank's Toyota Wigo, but I haven't been in Paul's. But it's the same car, same color, same everything, same year. There's so many of them running around. I'll see one, I'll say, that's got to be Frank or Paul. And Paul does have a small thing on his license plate with Old Dog, New Tricks, I think. And I saw that. I have to go and look, see if that's it. You can't just drive down the road. You get passed by 100 Filipinos before you pass Paul or Frank. Hey Gary, how you doing? How are things? Hey Monty's just tuned in. How's things going? Well, I was just telling everybody I got went to see the cardiologist. He's saying I need to go over and have that surgery, or not surgery, but that little procedure or wherever the way they go through your wrist or your groin, going to see if you need stents or bypass or heart surgery or whatever. I used to be at like 60 or no 48% my heart. Now it's in the high 20s to low 30s. He said, and my left foot's swelling up, my right foot's swelling up sometimes. Sometimes I get pressure wounds on my feet because they're inside my shoe. And so, yeah, so they told me that's 500,000 pesos, so $8,500. I got to come up with a couple of people who helped me out that are my friends. And then I got about $1,000 saved from Social Security since November. And then a little money, chump change I made on YouTube. I use that to pay for the apartment because it's $200 a month here, and Paul's been paying $100, and then I pay for whatever electricity. But I got Wi-Fi turned on here, so I could do lives because Aragon and Faye sleep till 10 or 11 o'clock. So I can't do it live at my house, wake everybody up. And if I went outside, all you'd hear is a rooster screaming. So what have you been up to, Gary? Staying out of trouble over there? I think Roy fell asleep. Saw Paul was in here earlier. We shall see. But yeah, John, John, you can send me a friend request too. It's just Monty, Monty, and then space, and then CREW, Monty Crew. Anybody got any questions or anything going on in your life? Anything exciting going on? Let me know here in the comments. So keep this thing rolling. Oh, I forgot this. My grandfather smoked his whole life, and he quit after he retired and died of lung cancer shortly after. Wow. My dad smoked, and he had quit for 30 years. And he's, before he died, but he's still, when he get nervous or something you'd see him like, what are you doing? I'm cigarettes. Calm me down. So I guess this is a thing where, helps keep you calm and whatever. And I know they used to subscribe them way back in the day when people had depression and different things that smoke cigarettes and keep you calm, but also kill you cancer. And work in Panay, my plants, my fruit tree dying of extreme heat. How is the farming situation in Negros? Same thing. It is hot, fire hot. Oh, you see, you're over in Ilo. Okay. Yeah, it's really, really hot here. What do the stents do to your life expectancy? It depends. It'll definitely get me past 6 months, if I can get the pressure up, because the stents are just going to slide in and open my arteries up more so that the blood can pump easier through there. And then if they go in and check and that's not going to work, then they're going to do the bypass. And he said that I would probably be better off going to do that at St. Luke's over in Manila. And there's a doctor over there. She's really good at it. And she's got a good record and everything. So I mean, even if I could get it to where, if I could last a year and a half, 2 years, so Faith can, be old enough to remember who her dad was. That'd be nice. Gary. Finally got married last Saturday, and 4 years in the making. We'll pray for you and your procedure. Off to biometrics collection center in Cebu this morning for wife's visa. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know you had to do that for your visa for a Filipino to go to the USA. That's interesting. So you got married last Saturday. Congratulations. That's awesome. July 4th will be our anniversary. We'll be married 6 years. So a buddy of mine, um, he's been, his wife and my wife, I guess, have been planning this trip over to their place to Bohol. And so they want us to come over for our anniversary and spend it with them. He's a very good friend of mine. We're really close. So we'll go over and hang out with them. They got a big house, and he's got a bedroom with a master bedroom in there but they don't stay in because it's too big, and they're king size beds. So me, Erica, and Faith can fit in there. And yeah, I didn't know anything about it. He already sent tickets to Arago and everything, so we can get on the fast boat ride over there and come back. What is the cost for the bypass surgery? I'm not sure yet, but he did say that if I needed a full set of stents and the procedure, it'd be around 500,000 pesos, which is $8,518, $17. Then if I don't need stents and I gotta go for the bypass, then he's only gonna charge me 60,000 pesos for the procedure. And I could use the rest of that money for the bypass. But I haven't went over there yet. I haven't priced out what it's gonna cost yet. I just tell him, Gary, congratulations. Yeah, that is awesome, Gary. Got married, 4 years in the making. Yeah, now, my whole plan was back when I was working, I had my business back in the U.S. My plan was to take care of girl and Faith over there for the 5 years so she could get invested and everything. But then when the stroke and everything happened, I can't work anymore. I can't carry the wood. I can't walk. I can walk from one end of the apartment to the other, and I'm wore out. I go to immigration. I go to the mall or go shopping or anything. I have to take my brother-in-law. He pushes me along the wheelchair. With my cane, I can walk. I can walk maybe a tenth of a mile, and I'm toast. I even had to buy the e-bike so I can get down to the place where we put the van, because some days I can barely walk at all. Just depends on the day. I tell everybody I have good days and bad days. You just never know. But who knows? Anything else exciting going on in anybody's lives here? Finally got me a new mouse. I got it. So Faith will like it. It's pink, like a lavender. She always played with my old one when I wasn't using it. I would turn the switch off and she liked to play with it. So I left her with that one to play with. I bought a pinkish one, so when it dies, she'll have a thing or she can use it on a little computer that she eventually has or something. Well, yeah, got on here. I figured we get some folks. I guess Thursday nights, folks go out somewhere because or somebody else more popular is live. Only got 27 of us in here. That's okay. There's 27 of my friends, so that's pretty cool. Anything going on exciting? Alfred, we'll pray for you. The power of prayer. Amen, brother. Appreciate that, Alfred. Anything, that's all I'm asking for, prayers. And keep me in your prayers. I need all of them I can get. Yeah, but that old man saying, oh, sick grandpa he's talking about. I'm eBay, but I'm not. I don't want, I would never ask anybody for money. I mean, I've got a few folks that got me through when I came over here. I wanted to be with Aragon, and I was selling my business to these guys, and they didn't pay for it, and so they paid for it for like 3 months, I think it was, and then they backed out, ran away, took all my tools and equipment. So that is what it is. But I had some folks really help me and keep me going for that year. Um, I can never, ever thank them enough. But Rich, he doesn't need prayers, and he's yeah. Well, the prayers help too, brother. Either way. But yeah, if I get that Social Security for faith, I think that's like 5,700. And then I got about 1,000 saved. So little by little, I can get it done. So hopefully I haven't got her. We sent for a Social Security card. It makes no sense. We sent the application over. I did that in USA, and 2 weeks later, I had a Social Security card. But we sent it over to Manila, all of our passports and the application and everything. They sent it all back, but no Social Security card. I guess we got to wait for that. See, Alfred, you're a strong guy. I'm sure you'll do well. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, that one. With the stents, I don't think that's too serious. I don't think they can kill me on that. I checked the lady's record that's going to do it. She's pretty good. You look very fine. You will improve more day by day. I'm very happy with your recovery. I am too. I mean, I couldn't talk. I couldn't walk. I couldn't. Erica had to help me go to the bathroom, help me off the toilet and everything else. I mean, it was pretty sad when this first happened. But thank goodness, I can sit here and whine about having a stroke, can't walk, can't use this arm, and all these different things. At the same time, a girl that I grew up with, friends with, that we went to high school together, and her mom just had a stroke and she passed within like 3 days or something. I would much rather be in my position and get to spend time with my wife and daughter and hang out with a few of my buddies here in Dubuque than the alternative, and that's if I didn't make it. So thank God that I'm still alive, still moving. Laura, I struggle with technology and send blank messages. Hello. Hey, it's all good, Laura. I struggle with it sometimes myself. Joe, you have 16,000 subscribers. If we all give $1 each, you'll have twice the amount you need. Yeah, if everybody sent me 50 cents, I'd be in good shape. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to ask anybody. Joe Spiceland, though, he did send me $50 uh, towards doing this, and I got that put back. Maybe he sent 100. I don't remember, but I got to put back. We're definitely going to use it towards that. And then Laura just sent it. You know, the thing on YouTube, when people do the super chats and whatever, say you send $100, YouTube takes 30 of that, and you get 70, and take 30%. So that part kind of sucks. But hey, anything's better than nothing. But it'll come through one way or another. I'll get it figured out. If I don't, I won't. We'll see what happens. Like you guys said, I appreciate their prayers. I don't know. God knows when I'm going to die. Just trying to find my phone charger off the floor here. So it'll be doing. You're going to do the surgery, and wouldn't it be better in the USA? No, I'm not gonna. I'll show you what he's saying here. Are you going to do the surgery in the Philippines? Wouldn't it be better in the USA? Yeah. Of course, I'd rather have it done in the USA, but my sister's a nurse practitioner. I can get it done for $8,500 here. If I went to the USA without insurance, and I'm not 65, so I don't have Medicare, I can't afford a surgery over there. It's going to be what, $100,000. So it'd be a whole lot cheaper to get it done here. And the lady at what is it, Silliman Hospital, she does them all the time. She's got a really good track record. I've had 3 of my friends that went to her and had it done with no problem. Exactly, Joe Spicer. Yeah, that'd be cool, but I don't think that's going to happen. YouTube shouldn't take anything if it's for a cause such as health emergency. They do. You can set up a Patreon to buy you a car. Yeah, I've seen that before, Nathan. They take a percentage too. A friend of mine is a pastor in Oklahoma, and he said he'd set up a GoFundMe page for me and see if we could do it there. GoFundMe takes some money too, but that's okay. It'd be better than YouTube takes way a lot more. Spectre Joe's Spiceland seems so simple, but to get 16,000 people to send a single dollar is hard. To even get 16,000 people to see the message, then take the time to send a dollar. Yeah, that's true. No, he's just saying, you know, I get it. If they all sent 50 cents, it'd be enough to do the surgery. But I'm not asking people for money. I won't do that. I'm not going to do the whole e-begging thing, but I've asked some of my friends before that helped me out, but they're friends. They're not just people on YouTube. I met some of them on YouTube, of course, mainly from when I was on Paul's channel, and Mike's channel. Then what's his name? Another fellow that I did a video with got over 1 million views. Um, gosh, sucks having a stroke because I don't remember my own name sometimes. But I'll think of it here in a few minutes and I'll tell you guys. Yeah, I got over 1 million views on that. A lot of people came over and joined our channel. I don't know if they stuck around. Subscribers and viewers, a whole different ball game. People go on and see a video they liked, maybe my wife made when she was looking cute, and they subscribe, and then the next time I'm on, and they don't unsubscribe, they just don't watch it. So having a lot of subscribers doesn't always get you any money. What is the best way to send money? I have a lot of people that I've helped and they've helped me in Western Union and PayPal. Um, those are all good. I send my money from the USA. I send my Social Security over through Western Union. What's nice about that Western Union, I can send the money over from the USA, and it when the money comes from the USA, I send it in dollars. It comes to the Philippines. I go to the Western Union here, and they do the current rate of today. So um, rather than getting Philippine pesos, if it's around $1,000, it's around 40, $50 difference than if I send it over in pesos. So that's just a little tidbit for you guys to know. What we got here? Old China Dave. Yo, brother, been watching you a long time. Love you guys. Peace out. Thank you very much for the $5 there, China Dave. Yeah, I see China Dave. He's sometimes on Paul's channel too. Really nice fellow. You can claim Medicare at 62, can't you? Just claim it early. I got my Social Security early, but you can't get your Medicare until you're 65. Because right now they're not taking out any money or anything for Medicare. You just plainly don't get it until you're 65. And hopefully they don't change that by the time I get to 65. Okay, I checked. You claim it. Yeah, I claim my Social Security at 62, but I can't get the Medicare until I'm 65. And with Medicaid, for one of them there and claim that, I'm poor and homeless or whatever, and I got on emergency Medicaid, it doesn't, it won't cover a surgery, not unless it's a kid or something. They're not gonna go on a 62-year-old guy and put stents in me. Now, if I came across the border illegally, maybe I'm just kidding. Who knows? Thank you very much, China Dave. I really appreciate that. $5, and I appreciate you too. And I don't know if he's still on there, but thank you, James Bronson. He just sent $50 to my PayPal. Very kind of you. I appreciate that, James. James Bronson. Wonder if he's a relation to Charles Bronson. Alex in the Philippines. What we got here, Alex? Hey, Monty, I was surprised to see you doing it live. Glad to see you're still kicking. Thanks, Alex. I'm still around here. I'm still kicking. So far, so good. But got to go in for that procedure to have some stents put in. So, I guess it goes through your wrist or goes through your groin and run up through there and see what if stents will work or if you need a bypass or you need surgeries. Yeah, so we shall see. Joe Spiceland sent $2 over send PP. Okay. Well, that is bull. They need to lower the age to 62 house people. Yes, I guess they decided that that's their way of keeping people out of the loop. Alex in the Philippines, NZ5. Yeah, $5. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you all very much for tuning in and for the super chats and all that good stuff. Really nice. Really appreciate it. Thank you for sending that, Mr. Bronson. Appreciate you, Joe Spiceland, Laura, China Dave, Joe Spiceland, Alex in the Philippines, all sent super chats. I really appreciate that, guys. Very, very nice. No, if I was related to Charles, I would send you 85. Yeah, I think Charles had a few bucks when he went. I just the other day I read there was a thing on Charles Bronson in Facebook, and I read the whole thing from start to finish, all the movies that he's been in and all the stuff that he did. Yeah, really, really cool guy. So the only income you get is Social Security. Yep, I get $1,080 a month, and then it depends. I had a good month. I've been averaging about 500 a month on YouTube, but since I got this news last month, I haven't done anything. So I think I've got the last month I got $215 from YouTube, and so far this month it was only like $38. Yeah, I have PayPal. It's under Monty MONTYCREW, and not one word but two separate words. And there's a button on our page when you go to our home page on YouTube. There's a little button up there with my email and whatever. Rich, no, I didn't. I should have kept one, I guess, for emergencies, but I know myself and I know my wife, so I paid off any credit card that I had probably 15, 20 years ago, somewhere around there. I just said no more credit cards. I got divorced from my ex, and she had gotten credit cards in my name, had them sent to her girlfriend's house, and so all the mail went there, and their bills went there, and so she ran up almost 75 grand in credit card debt, and then we got a divorce. So the judge said, "Well, Mr. Crew, you have to pay that. It's in your name." Even though she did it, I ended up having to pay it. So after we got divorced, we had to sell the house. When you get a divorce in Florida, you got to sell the property and split the profits. But I didn't make enough profit off of that. When we got divorced, that was during the 2000. It was 2008, I think, and the economy just went to nothing. I lost everything. So I didn't have 75 grand sitting around. So I sold the house, put everything in storage, stayed with a buddy of mine, and we shared his house. I rented a room from him, whatever. I lived there for about a year and a half to pay off all that, pay all my regular bills, $1,100 a month, child support, and all that stuff. I cut my credit cards in half many years ago. I just used that. That's exactly what I did. If I ain't got the money in the bank, then I don't need to be using it. And if I got it, even if I did run an $8,500 charge, 1,080 a month, and what I get on, we're just surviving on that. So if I tried to make payments on $8,500, I'd probably be in trouble. But I just after that, no more credit cards, no more nothing. My dad got on me about it and said you should always have a credit card for emergency. What if you need a ticket to go home or something? I just I just absolutely hate that whole institution of credit cards. You know, they try to give them to you when you're young and you're in college. They send you all these free cards, and these kids think it's free money and start running up all these credit card bills, and then it screws up your whole life. You let that if you let it. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Lord, I'm trying to get out of this other page here. Opened by accident. Good Lord, where'd that go to? So sorry, guys. Okay, that's gone. Thank goodness. Medical debt is easy. Yeah, but if it's on a credit card, it's not medical. There are funds rich people donate into to cover those too. Hello, Monty. Good to see you doing well. Hey, Chuck, how you doing, brother? China Dave. If you have PayPal, you can get the cash immediately. And no YouTube cut. Yeah, I have PayPal. Monty, M-O-N-T-Y, and then space, no space or anything. It's just M-O-N-T-Y and then C-R-E-W. And I have a button on my YouTube homepage, a PayPal button that goes directly to that. Crazy suggestion, but if you get the surgery in the USA and you just don't pay the bill after it's done in the hospital, they wouldn't do my gallbladder surgery until I prepaid. And that was in Florida. And they would not do my surgery without it. Chuck here. Monty's PayPal is on his homepage. I just sent to it. Thank you, Chuck. Yep, I just got a notification. I really appreciate that. $50 from Chuck W. there. Really appreciate that, man. But I'm not asking for money, so I don't want you guys to think I'm on here. I won't say your last name, Charles. I don't know if you want to share that on thing, but I appreciate that. Kind of Dave, I'll look for it. Yeah, it's just real simple. Yeah, I have it there. I won't post it on a comment because one of these people will turn me in and I'll get in trouble. So I try not to do any of that. I used to put during that year wasn't working. I'd put regular videos. I'd put it in the comments and then highlight it. It would stay at the top. At that time, it was Ariel's PayPal. I decided since I was going to do this surgery and stuff, I don't want any money being sent to Ariel. I love her to death, but I don't know what she'll do with the money. I'd rather just have it put away and not have any problems. Come on, man, this stupid thing. Keep getting this page that opens up. I just got here and did it on my own. Here in the Philippines, Chuck, sorry. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you, Zachary. Yeah, I missed the beginning of the chat. What's the issue with your gallbladder? No, I had Alex. I had that was years ago. I was back in the USA. I had my gallbladder taken. But no, I got heart issues. Last time I went to the hospital. I thought I was dying, man. This whole side was hurting so bad, and it was pneumonia that was down in my lungs, and the pain was so hard that the doctor said it caused me to have a heart attack. And when I had the heart attack, and I was sitting outside there, aged for 30 minutes, waiting for them to open the door because they were full. And I got inside, and so I ended up with congestive heart failure. So I needed to have stents or bypass or open heart surgery. The stents are 500,000 pesos, about 8,500 bucks. Have it down here at Silliman, and there's a good doctor there, and she does it all the time. She's done it for three of my friends. So they go through your wrist or through your groin and put it in there. Okay, that's great, China Dave. Thank you, brother. Are you still feeding the kids around your place? I'm not myself, Joe, but there's a guy, Manford, back in Texas, USA, and he sends around $200 a month. And that money is used for rice and eggs. And we use some of that at the house for the neighborhood kids and whatever. And then the rest of it goes to the church and helps the kids up there. Eat tomatoes, they're good for your heart. Yep, that's true. Plus green vegetables. Yeah, we have a little vegetable garden. Her dad goes out there and does. Yes, I remember that Mike did a fundraiser for that number of us contributed to it. I hope it covered the bill. Yes, and that hospital bill, it was, Alex. You guys helped me out with that. And believe it or not, 4 days in that hospital, plus all my tests and everything, was almost 4,000 US dollars. But I guess with this thing, they can go through your wrist. I don't even think they knock you out. They go through your groin. Paul said he had it done. He had a stent put in. But so they can go through your wrist, go through your groin. You stay awake. They go in there, and Paul said he didn't feel anything. And they went inside, and checked everything, and he used a stent. And then my friend Roy, he had to have a stent put in the back artery behind his heart or something. And but he's still doing good. And so hopefully, my doctor said I'll probably need several stents, not just one. But that's why he's telling me to put away this 500,000. That should cover everything, and which is $8,500. And then if I need a bypass instead of stents, then he'll only charge me 60,000 for that with the hospital bill and everything. It's a 1-day procedure in and out. So he said that I could use the rest for bypass surgery if that's the case. Let's see here. Money will you, I think he's saying monkey. Will you go back to America and use Medicaid for your operation? Wellness close. No, I can't. I went on emergency Medicaid in 2008, I think it was, to have my gallbladder taken out. And it covered the hospital, but it would not cover the surgery. I had to pay for that. What's this from Laura? Can your daughter collect on your Social Security? My daughter, we signed her up when we went to Manila, and they sent my paperwork that I got approved, and they sent the paperwork that she got approved. So she'll get $744 a month until she's 18 years old, Laura. And then if she continues in school, I think she can get it longer than that. We shall see. And then actually, Aragel, after I die and she's raising her face by herself, she'll get a little bit of my money. Not much. I think it's a couple $100 a month, since I'm not there to help take care of the daughter. Big Adventures, he doesn't have Medicare until he turns 65. Yeah, I can't get it until I'm 65 years old, unfortunately. Thanks. Would you recommend getting Pacific Cross for Phil Health? If you could afford Pacific Cross, it's not dirt cheap. I'm only getting $1,080 a month. Phil Health, my wife and my daughter both have it. It covers a lot of stuff for Filipinos. It costs, I think, 3 times as much for a foreigner to be on it, and then it really doesn't cover anything. I've had friends that go in there. It'll cover a little bit of the bill or whatever, but it'll get you admitted into a hospital, but it doesn't always pay. Hi from Queens, New York. Any update on Jules? Did he arrive in the USA yet? No. It's really sad, the whole situation with Jules. He's the last photo I seen of him. He's laying in the bed with tubes all through him, and he's just out of it. I don't even think he knows where he's at. His wife's very disappointed in the way things are going right now. I don't think he couldn't even, they wouldn't even let him on a plane to travel to the USA right now. He's in really bad shape. And I see you're from Queens. My brother lives in Jamaica, Queens, 215th and Hillside, right around that area. But yeah, it's really sad about Jules. When Paul told me the other night how things are going for him, I had tears in my eyes. I mean, that guy's just a really super energetic, nice person. I've never seen anything negative from him all the times I've hung out with him. Been up there, with where his son Elvis works, up there with Justin. I've been up there and hung out with him a few times. He's just a really super sweet, easygoing guy. He's from South Carolina. He's a little bit of a redneck, but he's a really super guy. Met Jules, great guy, excellent family. You are correct. They are wonderful people. Yeah, it's up that way. It's in Darwin, Paul's new place. Yeah, well, the property's there. He's got some straightening it out to do. They got the backhoe up there and they're working on it right now. Getting the land cleared out and get it flat so they can start building the house. He's using a guy up in Orange Kite, construction guy up there in Valencia. He's going to be building this house. So hopefully everything goes well. I know Paul's channel is going to turn into a Greg and Wilma type channel for a while while he's building the house. He's going to be doing a lot of videos on the house and the build and everything. So I haven't been to any of the cockpits. That's not my thing. I should drive by them and that's all good, but I don't try to go to them. Actually go there. It's I don't know, just all the people in there screaming and whatever. So noisy. I just hate to hear all the screaming and whatever with the chicken cockfighting and all that. Well, that is good. Not sure what that was, but appreciate it, Laura. Sweet lady. What do you know about Orange Kite construction? I've heard things both ways. So I don't know. I've heard good things about them. Hopefully, they're going to do a good job on Paul's house. It's just like the USA. It's not always about the contractor. It's about the guys the contractor sends out to build your house or do the work on your house. You know, I got one guy that was real. He sent out some. I don't know who he sent, but he did a beautiful job putting the columns up and everything. He built a what a carport. It's got areas you can walk through and go to the house, whatever. And the roof he's got up there. It's leaking, and they worked on it once. It's still leaking, so he's upset about that. So hopefully, I'm sure um, he'll get a hold of the owner, and the owner will go out and get it taken care of. Who is the best street cooked chicken in pecan? Who has? I guess crispy chicken is where my wife goes. Getting chicken, I don't really eat too much fried chicken. I try to stay away from. Subcontractors can ruin a good reputation real quick. Hey man, that's why when I had my fenced business in Orlando, guys would call me up all the time. I'd be a subcontractor for you. No, I don't do it. If I'm not overseeing it, I'm not there every day. Then no, I'm not. I'm not doing anything like that. I would never do that. And that's why I can send you guys a thing from my business. I had nothing but 5-star reviews through my whole business. I've never had nasty ones. What about opening up a bunch of credit cards and maxing them out with no intention? I can't do that. That would just uh, I don't know. That's just a dirty deed. I try to. I don't. I don't believe in karma necessarily, but I believe that what you put out there will come back to you. And if you keep doing stuff like that, it'll come back to you. Thank you very much, Joe Spiceland. Joe Spiceland just helped me out again on PayPal. I appreciate that. Small world. I'm 15 minutes from your brother. I think you and Par are the official expat marriage certificate. Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of guys that um, think they are. I don't think I am. I think Mark and a few other fellows take that. Take that. Paul, I don't know how many of you guys know, but me and Paul sat down at the red table one day up in Valencia, and he was talking to me. He knew I had a YouTube channel. That was before we had a YouTube channel called Philippine Lifestyle Crew, and I closed it down because I went back to USA for 2.5 years, and I wasn't going to make Philippine videos from the USA. So when I came back, I decided to start a new channel. Anyway, me and Paul talked a while, and he said, "Well, I thought about it, but I think it'd be too much hassle. I don't want to do all that editing and all that stuff." I said, "Well, you don't have to." And he said, "Well, I don't want to go out and buy an expensive camera." I said, "You don't need an expensive camera. You can use your phone." And, "Wow, yeah." He said, "Well, will you help me?" I was like, "Sure." So I spent several weeks going over to his house here and there. Not every day, of course. He was busy. I was busy. I'd go over to his house, we'd sit down, and he could check his email at that time, but that was about it. He could do on the computer. Now he's good. He can whip his way around there, do really well. We helped him get it going and get it started. How long does the average wood fence last? Depends on who builds it. And if you buy those little cheap ones from one of the box stores, 5 years, 10 years, depending on where you live in Florida. A lot of them only last 5 years. It can really be bad. What we got here? Small world. I'm 15 minutes from your brother. Okay. Yeah, I read that one. Got out of line here. Wonder how long the concrete fences over there. I wonder how long the concrete fences over there will around his house. I think they'll last a long time. If they were built out of block like we use in the USA, they'd be better. The ones over here, I mean, one key thing over here is if you go over to look at some concrete block, because people make them here. They have forms and they make them themselves. And some of them are junk. And when you go over, you check them. You hold it up to your chest like this, you drop it on the ground. If it crumbles to pieces, you don't want that concrete blocks. And a lot of them do just crumble to pieces. Alex in the Philippines. I have the same 2 subcontractors that I've used for over 20 years. Still need to keep an eye on them even after all that time. They can still go off the reservation sometimes. Yeah, that's true. I've had guys that's done some really stupid stuff. Wonder how long the concrete fences, we talked about that, sorry. Do you have AC running 24/7? I do at my house. I have to because I can't breathe without it. You know? So on a cool day, no, we turn it off and we open the windows up around the fan. But the 94, 92 degree days, no, we're running the AC. And that costs us usually around $100 a month. We've got an inverter AC unit, so it's not really expensive. And over here, when I stay here, I'll turn the AC on and run a little fan to pull it out of the bedroom into the living room. Then when I leave, I turn it off. Let's reward the last suggestion. Take out several credit cards with the intention of repaying. Yeah, I don't know if I can make the payments on $8,500 right now. Monty, do you have fence around your house? A wire fence. I don't have any good fence. And it's only on bamboo posts. They're always rotting out and falling apart and everything. So, how do people work outdoors in that heat? I don't know. I did it for 43 years in Florida, worked outside and built fence and did different construction and flipped houses and whatever. So I spent a lot of time working in the heat in Florida. Probably is one thing that helped me with my health issues. Do you have solar, Monty? No, I do not. Paul's going to have solar built into his new house. That way that when or if something ever happens to him, that May can go ahead and not have to pay an electric bill. Does wire fence last longer than wood? Yeah, here it does. It will last longer than wood. Monty, you aren't making any sense. Your life is at risk. Yeah, I know. Are you or any of your original fences still up in Florida? Of course. I got fences that I build. I build a lot of fences out of deck boards. They're 1.25 inches thick, and they virtually last for. My mom's has been up over 45 years. They've replaced some boards that was supposed along the way, but it's still up there. And what's nice about when you build a horizontal fence and you're using those type of boards, a lot of the times what rots is the bottom. So then you have to change your whole fence. But if you're putting them in that way, that's the way they do it in Europe most of the time. That way, if that bottom board rots off, you take the bottom board off, you replace the bottom board, and your fence is okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll do it if it comes down to that. Besides, it wouldn't even be much more than 5, 10K max. Yeah, it would take care of this. I mean, with $5,000 or $10,000 credit limit, I wouldn't be able to get it. I wouldn't be able to get it done in the USA. I'd still have to get it done here. But yeah, that might work. I mean, I don't know about. You got to have a USA telephone number, and I gave that up a couple months ago. Got tired of paying for that. So to get those credit cards, because you got to go through all kinds of hoops. If I didn't go back to America, I don't think I could get them open back up. What do you eat at home mostly? American, Filipino food? Seems like most expats rate food 3 out of 10. Yeah, I don't eat their food. I don't eat, I'm not going to eat all that rice. It's not good for you. It's not healthy to eat. My wife does it. She's trying to force my daughter to do it. But Faith doesn't like rice too much. She'll eat a little bit. But she'd rather have a peanut butter sandwich. She's more like an American kid. She'd rather have peanut butter and jelly or just plain peanut butter on bread than she would eat rice. She likes chicken. Of course, she likes all the junk food, and we try to keep her off of that. But she's a good kid. But yeah, I don't. I try to eat. I eat simple. I'll sit down and eat half peanut butter sandwiches. That's mine. That can be my breakfast, or that can be my lunch. I just don't. Every once in a while, like once a month, I'll eat a half a box of macaroni and cheese from America. It's hard to get here unless you're going to Landers, somewhere 4 hours away. You're lost. Solar has a lot of hidden maintenance. There's no set and forget it. As a lot of people think they're also susceptible to frequent storms here in the Philippines. Gary, I had a fifth wheel RV back in the USA, and I had solar, but like you said, it's work. It needs maintenance. You got batteries. If you got one battery in your setup that goes bad, it kind of screws all the batteries. You have to change them all at one time. One thing I've noticed with solar panels is if you go out and you wet them down with a hose, they charge a lot faster. They're just sitting there in the dry heat. Takes longer for them to charge. I went through everything with having it. Um, you could run one, a fan, maybe a fridge on what you can buy out here cheaply. But you're not going to run air conditioner and refrigerator together unless you have a big expensive system. And I just, I don't know. I wouldn't, it's like renting. If I hadn't built our house over there, where on Arago's family property, I probably wouldn't have built a house here. Having to buy the land, it's not my name, all that stuff, and building a big house. We're not one of the 10%ers, they call themselves over here, of people that own houses. Some of the rich folks that I know that own houses, they have YouTube channels. They're always talking about, oh yeah, we're the 10%ers. We're part of the 10%ers. I don't care. I built a house too, but I'm not part of your 10%ers. I'm part of the poor people. Okay. But yeah, I've seen a house and I forget Mike or somebody went and videoed it. And good Lord, I mean, that thing was a mansion and a half. And he wants the money for it. He wants to sell it now. Why would I just don't. If you're going to come over here and you're going to better your wife's life, okay. Build her a house, have her somewhere where she's better off than when you met her. Then, you know, see where it goes from there. But coming over and building a big, expensive house, she's just probably going to sell it if he pass away and move back home with her family or move her family into it, whichever. But I totally agree that you should leave your woman better off than what you found her, or your man better off than you found him if you come over here. And marry a Filipino man. And I think you should leave them better off than when you found them, especially if she's younger and you're older. You've taken a few years of her youth, and then leave her with nothing. And she might be able to find another guy. She might not. I mean, it's just kind of along with your wife, she won't get my Social Security, but there's some kind of thing that you can apply for that I've been told that a Filipino can get, or whatever country, the woman can get a couple $100 a month towards helping your kid till they're 18. And that's it. But I don't know what it is. I haven't done it myself, but I've heard that I've heard that they can get it. So that's going to be up to Ariel once I'm gone, because I can't do anything now until she can't get any money or do any of that until I'm gone. But Faith will continue to get her Social Security till she's 18 or 23 or however it works. I know some things in USA, as long as the kid's in college, she'll be able to get it. It used to be that way, at least. I don't know where it is now, but I would hope that that would be the case. Got to find a way to get you some money, like 25,000 USD. Yeah, that'd be nice, especially if I need the bypass. I'm sure it's going to be more expensive than just having a stent done. But I'm praying to God every day that it's just stents. I can go in there and I can get he can go in there and put the stents in, and I'll be better off than I was. My heart pumping better. I've been trying to do some walking, get some exercise. My left leg drags and I get caught on everything. And when I'm walking, even on the floor in here sometimes. But I have to be careful with that. But yeah, I don't know. I've got to figure out a way. I'm working on it. We'll see what happens. Maybe I can get some, like you said, maybe get a credit card or whatever, but it'd be hard to pay that balance back. But then at the same time, it'd be hard to replace my life. That wouldn't be funny. I hope I didn't anger this guy that said I'm not making any sense. But sorry about that. I don't know. I hate to go over and start getting credit cards. I don't know how much they're going to give me. I mean, you look at my income right now. I had a lot of credit cards before, but I had a big income. Now I get $1,080 a month. They're probably not going to give me a large amount of credit. Yeah, that's true, Spec. I agree. But like I say again, I don't know how much credit they're going to give me on me making $1,080 a month. When you're doing something like that, you can't I couldn't include my daughter's Social Security, and she hasn't even got it. She's got we don't have the number yet. It's been a headache. You have to go make her, get her U.S. Passport. Then you have to, not U.S. passport, but U.S. Child born abroad. You have to do that. Then you can't do the Social Security at the same time. That has to be a separate issue. So we did that first. Then we do the childbirth abroad. When that part we got done here, and then we got to my Social Security, I had to go over to Manila. Then I think I'm going to try to get my 13A at some point. I'd like to have that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they run my credit. So, I don't have any credit cards on my bank, so I don't even know what my credit rating is right now. My mom always, right up until she died, she had a bunch of credit cards, but her credit card, her credit rating was 850 something. She had a really good credit rating. So I did pay off all my bills in America. I don't owe nobody nothing when I left. Alex, gotta go, buddy. As we say in New Zealand, kia kaha, kia kaha, be strong. Thank you, brother. You take care, Alex. Stay out of trouble. I'm gonna get off here too, I guess. I've been on here for 2 hours. Got 27 people watching. So I mainly the same folks. So I probably bored you guys to death for the last 2 hours. So I guess I'll get off of here and go take me a nap since I got up at 5 this morning, 5:15. So thank you all very much for being here. Thank you for what you've done. I appreciate it. Thank you, Big Time Adventures. I really appreciate that. You don't bore us, buddy. I haven't heard you say nothing, so you're probably bored. Probably cutting your nap time, Roy. Thanks, Spec. You take care too, brother. Be careful out there. So I shall see you all in the next video or the next one here, and maybe with a update of what's going on. So walking is the best. Don't be shy about using a wheel walker. Walking or just standing up as much as you can helps everything. That's what I've been doing. I've been trying to. I can walk without a walker, but I can't go very far. My left foot's dragging. I get tired real easy. My back hurts. It's kind of a pain, but I do try to get up. All right, Jimmy, you take care. I'll talk to you guys later. I think I'm going to stay out. That's right. He's active. Stay active and get protein. Yep, that's what I do. All right, guys. Peace out. Talk to you soon.